Hi, dear loves. I'm Nicole, and welcome to our spiritual guidance for April 9th through April 15th, 2017. And I'm so excited because this is the relationship, marriage, partnership. Try to balance it out. Full moon, Libra, full moon energy. And this is all about manifesting our twin flame, our soulmate reunion, working out the kinks, balancing out to relationship harmonize, everything, all the good stuff. And this is giving us that awareness of where we can network, where we can be best utilized in our career focus, our life mission, and Venus goes direct on the 15th. So I really encourage you to look at our spiritual guidance out there for Venus retrograding, for the energy from, I think it was on April 9th through April 15th. I believe there's another video of energy after that. And this is just a powerful week. So, all my dear loves that are trying to manifest true love, of course, I encourage you to look into our workshop. We have a ball. We're manifesting great things. And it is designed for you to manifest true love in your own life. And so, also, your life mission. This is an energy that rules your life mission and your twin flame, your soulmate. It is true love and it is money. So let's call on divine source and let's ask for our spiritual guidance. Thank you so much, heavenly angels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dear loves, take a deep breath in with me on 3. 1, 2. Take a deep breath in with me now. Deep, 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 deep. Raise your vibration and exhale all the way out to the universe. Thank you so much, heavenly angels. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a powerful week, and it's not always going to be easy. I feel like the conflicts are going to come in. There's going to be a lot of tears, but there's a lot of, within those temper tantrums that we do, because I'm seeing the feet stomp on the ground like a 2-year-old, but this is an adult, that we're just going to be frustrated, but there's growth there. So please be open to those frustrations and allow yourself to feel it. Check in with yourself, ground yourself. Use those I feel statements. This is telling us to ground and center ourselves, okay? We're getting ready to start new things, new big blessings are coming in on the Taurus new moon on the 26th of April. This is in a couple of weeks. This is in 2 weeks away. So this is saying, close your eyes and see these baby chicks, okay? And use these I feel statements. What do you feel like? It's important for you to be comfortable speaking your truth and creating moments of closeness from that vulnerability. Now, this is something that Spirit has been showing us, and you've heard me say it throughout all of our spiritually guided videos. Check in with yourself. This is being grounded, okay? So be grounded in that frustration. How do we ground ourselves? I encourage you to go to I Need Spiritual Guidance from Nicole. That's not my website. It's ineedspiritualguidance.com. ineedspiritualguidance.com. And look at our blog post for grounding exercises. And also seek out more. Communicate with each other in the comment sections below and share what techniques you use to ground yourself. The number one thing that you want to do to ground yourself with this frustrating energy and with the culmination of this emotional energy that's going to surface at the beginning of the week. This can happen as close as last week. So some of us are more sensitive than others and we're feeling it already. And going into this week, we're feeling it very heavily, is to breathe. Okay? That's what I heard earlier when I said take a deep breath in with me. I heard Nicole tell them to breathe. And so that's our guidance this week. Make sure we're breathing. Check in with yourself. Thank you so much. Let that energy sit with you. Whatever surfaces about your relationship life is meant to be. It is meant to tell you about yourself. Some of you are going to see where those imbalances lie, and it's in that toxic connection within yourself and within others. But always be accountable and look at it for what it is. Spirit is guiding you away from unhealthy connections you have with another. Release your karmic tie with unhealthy, toxic relationships right now, dear love. Pray for the void to be replaced with unconditional loving bonds and healthy, balanced connections. This toxic love does not have to be physical. How unhealthy connections are verbal, mental harassment. Someone kicking you when you're down, when you need that support and it's not being gifted to you from your significant other. That is unhealthy. And it doesn't necessarily mean divorcing or stepping away from a committed bond, but it always means check in with yourself and use those I feel statements. I feel angry. I feel abandoned. I feel confused right now. I don't know what to say right now. I feel like I have to have me time. I feel like I need space and I don't know what that even means. I feel disappointed. I feel loved. I feel cherished. I feel imbalanced. I feel like this is an unhealthy connection. I feel like I'm unhealthy. I feel like we have work to do and I don't know what that means yet. Okay, so use those statements, but always wrap it right back up to self because you have control of yourself. You can change yourself. Okay, I'm not in the belief, I've never been in that mindset that you can change other people um, outside of altering their energy through your own. You can't force someone to do something physically. You do it mentally and emotionally through owning yourself. If you don't own your own emotions, you cannot control that energy through transmutation and change the energy between you and another. Okay? You have to be able to accept it. If you're in an unhealthy connection, you have to ask yourself, why am I in this unhealthy connection? Why am I connected to these patterns in relationship life, one after the other, that is unhealthy for me? Why is that? What about me? Is there energy within me that I need to change to break that karmic connection? And in turn, in doing that, you are affecting the other person. You are actually changing the other person, but you cannot do it unless you're changing yourself first. Thank you so much. I hope that made sense. I know Mercury is retrograding and I'm trying to channel our messages the best I can. Thank you so much, Heavenly Angels. But the bottom line here is on a full moon, that is in a connection with another, okay? That is in a relationship. And that fullness of emotion, that overwhelming sensitivity often comes with tears. It comes with frustration. It comes with those temper tantrums. Why? It comes with this. It has got to stop energy. I can't do this anymore energy. Oh my gosh, this is affecting our children energy. Oh my freaking goodness, why am I still winding up with this type of person energy? That's the real deal. That is that frustration. And I can see you doing it. I can hear you doing it. I can hear you throwing stuff. I can see you slamming the door, and I can see your children looking at you like you're crazy because you feel crazy at that moment. Check in with yourself. I see someone going to the bar. You just had enough. That energy is going to be the real deal. That is your truth. That's why I'm always going to encourage you as your personal, as your private spiritual advisor, honey, to let it sit with you. Because in that moment of truth, you are vulnerable to what spirit shows you. You know that truth. It's yours. But it's meant for you to look back inside of you and to see where you can change in order to manifest that vision that's on your soul, that happiness. Thank you so much, Heavenly Angels. I truly encourage you to view the other readings out there. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Please show us. Please show us. Thank you so much. Okay, there's that one. Oh my gosh. Okay. I hope you can see this, twin flames out there, because this is our reading. To manifest twin flame, please look at our guidance. Please follow and pay attention to our guidance. This is extremely frustrating energy that's going to surface, and it's for our manifestation. It's for our true love, honey. You are with your twin flame, and that's why you're having so much frustration at this stage in your connection, or you are in line, and that's why this stage of frustration, this culmination is coming to you. You two are doing this, or one of you is doing this, and the other one is chasing after them. You both could be running. So let me invite you again to invest in our workshop, to manifest your true love and your twin flame manifestation. It is possible. We did it, Darian and I, and that's why we're hosting our workshop. Because there are steps there that you have to take, and you know, you're never going to hear us be frou-frou about anything. We have a very spiritually grounded approach, and Darian grounds me. He's a very strong divine masculine energy, and I'm a very strong divine feminine energy. And what energy you claim? Are you the divine masculine or are you the divine feminine? In that empowerment, give yourself permission to really live in that truth. Check in with yourself. Which one are you? Is it time for you to submit and release? Some of us are so afraid of that word, submit. But honey, when you submit, you let it all hang out. You're just like, I'm done. I'm just going to relax here. What do we need to do? When I release and when I submit, and when Darian and I were, when we hadn't manifested our second reunion, we reunited when we were 13, okay? The first time. We knew that we were true love. We knew that. We didn't know to call it twin flame, okay? We knew true love. And when we manifested it the second time and came together, there were some things we had to do while we were apart to manifest our reunion. We did that. When we came back together, we realized we did a lot of things identical, synchronistically. So there's energy there that we teach you how to recognize it and how to maneuver through it in this fourth density, in this life, because it's spiritual connection. And you have to know how to maneuver through it, follow the signs, okay, which is why I host a workshop, Secret Spiritual Code of Life, and all that information is down below in the Show More box for you to register. But manifesting your twin flame connection is absolutely possible. You are with your twin flame, or you have met your twin flame, or you're preparing to, and this is your confirmation. Spirit is confirming your affirmations, your hopes, your dreams. When you look into each other's eyes, dear love, you are embracing each other's soul. It is intense. Oh, I pray that you can see this because the sun is glaring so brightly and I didn't set up my lighting. I felt such a powerful pull to do our reading for the week, and now I see why. So you're being pulled away from toxic love for a reason, and that toxic love, the first thing they showed me was you're pulling away from the patterns within yourself. It's not necessarily the other person. You have to look within. You must make these changes. You can no longer, and this full moon is going to show you where your truth is in this statement right here. I can no longer act this way. Act what way? I can no longer believe I don't need to change in this area. What area? I can no longer continue to live a lie. What lie? The imbalance in my relationship life is here. Where is here? This area of my life is stopping me from manifesting true love. What area? This person came back into my life because he or she is teaching this about myself and I see it clearly now. What is it? What is that lesson in your connection with that certain person? I choose to be with person A or person B. Why? And when are you going to tell person A or person B? What are you going to do? All of these questions are going to be answered when you feel that tremendous emotional energy that wants to be thrown up out of your human because it's your soul truth. Some of you have already begun to feel it. You're going to feel it on the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Some of you are very sensitive, more sensitive than other souls. You're going to still feel it going through the end of the week. Hang on to it, embrace it, because that is your truth. Thank you so much, Heavenly Angels. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Please show us. Thank you so much. For all our soulmate connections out there, keep on going. For all our twin flame souls out there, keep on going. Thank you so much. You're healing. This can be a very frustrating stage when you have this frustration that is telling you, oh my gosh, when are we going to connect? Or oh my gosh, we're out of balance. That is the energy of the Libra full moon. It shows you where you're imbalanced, where you can heal from this toxic bond, that you do deserve your soulmate and your twin flame. Okay. Where are you healing? How are you healing your inner self to manifest your twin flame connection, your soulmate bond, your grow old with partnership? You are breaking free from those chains of the past, the restrictions, the imbalances in your relationship life. You're breaking free from seeing where you can reinvest and renew your commitment to your spouse, to your partner, or where it's too toxic for you to continue. You're breaking free from those restrictions, and a lot of it is self-imposed conditioning. And this is a full moon that's going to help you see it. And that's why, as your personal spiritual advisor, I'm telling you, let it sit with you. I'm encouraging you with every ounce of my fiber, everything I've got. I'm going to do it. You better believe I'm doing it. I take our spiritual guidance to heart and soul because it's what I channel from divine source. Through our beautiful spirit guides, our messengers of the Most High, through our angels, honey, I don't take it lightly. I can tell you, I don't ever do this for entertainment purposes. That's not me. That's not me. Okay? So what I say, I do. And 17 is reducing to 8. It's coming full circle. I encourage you to go to NicoleXO.com and look at the spiritual meaning to 8, to 1, and to 7. You deserve. This is your root chakra color, the red. This is your foundation. This is your love. This is your security. This is your safety and knowing that you deserve true love and you deserve that twin flame. That is your other half. And 9 is telling you that there's a tremendous ending that has to occur in order to manifest the truth in this spiritual love. It does take certain steps in order to manifest in this dimension because we are not just spiritual beings. We are human beings also, though we are spiritual beings first. We are born into a life of conditioning. And so learning where this is playing out in your life is key. And sometimes it takes for you to separate from your twin in order to grow closer. But check in with yourself so you can see exactly where those patterns need to change within yourself. Twin flame is the highest of unconditional romantic love. It is the best. It is the, okay? It is the top. It's amazing. Don't you stop focusing on it. Don't you stop for a second. You have always heard me say this, and this is something that I always encourage our students in our workshop, in our Twin Flame True Love Manifestation workshop, is we do the work. We expect them to do the work, and honey, they do it. And I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of you all in our workshops. You really put it in. And we have homework because this is the stuff that Darian and I did. We didn't stop. And this was a 24/7 thing for us to manifest our reunion, and we did it. And you don't have to have already met your twin flame to manifest your twin flame love. It is spiritual love. And Spirit sends us signs, and there's a secret spiritual code for us to follow. And we realized it. And we drafted it up. It's a code. So, what are those decisions in the questions that Spirit showed us earlier? You've got some decisions to make. This is your heart chakra. The wisdom of your heart is going to show you where your truth lies. Please listen to it. Number 7 is telling you, go to NicoleXO.com. Number 7 is telling you, we've seen this come up. Spirit showed me to do a video on the number 7 and the number 11. And so use it. Please use it. But go to NicoleXO.com also, and please share your comments. I love to see them. It helps us. It helps everyone that sees it. And you're sharing your truth and you're comparing notes. Use our channel as that platform. Thank you so much, Heavenly Angels. Please show us, okay? And so we also know that Venus is going direct. That's love and money, but this is our twin flame, spiritual guidance. And so let's call on Goddess Isis because that is who I am connected to with her beautiful self, okay? And she is Venus for me. She is Venus. And when she goes direct, we have that clarity of who this is. Very clear who this is and who this is not. of a very, very clear direction of where this is coming from, what the origin is. And we have that gateway. There's a window of opportunity that opens up. That spirit is urging us to go right through, to break free from that toxic love. There's a lesson there that we're supposed to learn from it. So check in with yourself and allow yourself to be grounded. Remember to go to ineedspiritualguidance.com and to share how we ground ourselves. Down below, please be of service in that capacity. Thank you so much, because you are wealths of knowledge. I am so impressed with the information that I see circulating on our channel. It does me so, it tickles me. Does me so good. It feels so good to see you helping each other, answering each other. And because if I could answer everyone, I truly would. And so that's why I'm so proud of you for being spiritual superstars. Absolutely love you. Thank you so much. Don't you give up on your true love. This is possible. It is meant to be. Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. Sirius. Star of Constellation. Ooh, that energy says so much. Okay. You ready? Sirius is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. It brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. Lady of the Stars is also an empowerment of all other energy. What did Goddess Isis in spirit and all of our messengers, I feel like this came straight from Goddess Isis earlier, that said, be empowered in what your truth is. What is your role? Is it the divine masculine or is it the divine feminine? And to share with you what our role is, Darian and I. Because until we found that balance, honey, we weren't going to manifest our true love. And we both know that. And we claim that. We submit to that truth. She tells you to pay attention because something significant is taking place right now. Sirian energy takes the inner path and the spiritual healing journey into a whole new stratosphere. It is wise, ancient, and an extremely high vibrational energy. It takes a certain level of soul evolution to be able to consciously register Sirian light and transmit it on this planet. The heart in question must be able to consciously cultivate unconditional love for it to occur. We can still receive Sirian light and healing assistance even if we are still learning to more consistently come from unconditional love. We will feel it more and more strongly as we grow spiritually, but even in our learning phase, we can open our hearts to this divine celestial goddess and allow her through her priestess, Lady Isis, to bless us with genuine spiritual gifts. Accept Goddess Isis's help in manifesting your true love, your twin flame. Goddess Isis is the ultimate for me because of the way she catered to and still served with equality and supported her king, Lord Osiris, her husband, father of her son. She ruled her kingdom with compassion, and she served her people while serving her family in her empowered state of the ultimate divine feminine energy of a goddess, a queen. And so if you are divine feminine or more divine masculine, even out your energy and accept your truth by asking her for her help. You can begin with your affirmations of unconditional love, of balancing out this toxic energy, of manifesting your twin flame love. You can gaze out at the stars and you can ask for Lady Isis, for Goddess Isis to come in and to help you manifest your true love. You can call on Jesus. You can call on Baha'u'llah. You can call on Kuan Yin. You can call on any manifestation of the Most High. However, as your personal spirit guide and as your personal private spiritual advisor, I'm going to always share with you what I do so that I can help you. If what I go through, what I do, helps you with your process, then I'm all for it. Here's a really beautiful incantation. And you can say this to Divine Source. You can say this to ask for Lady Isis's help. You can call on whoever you have a connection with. Any archangels, Archangel Gabriel, very nurturing, very feminine energy. Archangel Raphael, unconditional love, heart, the wisdom of our heart, right? Our heart chakra is this color. And you can say to whomever that is that's helping you, okay, I call you now as your beloved child. Let me rise above forgetfulness and fear. Help my true nature be strong and clear, so that no matter what seems to be, I am anchored within divinity. Nothing distracts me from my true face, shining bright with endless peace and grace. I think that's beautiful. And you don't have to call on anyone that you're feeling a struggle with. Honey, every manifestation of the Most High will always be there and will come straight to your soul for you to call on. So the first image or feeling of whoever comes to you as a messenger of the Most High, as a part of your spiritual team, call on for help. Okay? I worship the Most High. I absolutely am open to all of God's helpers. That is my belief. That is my practice. Okay? And I have a love for all different cultural traditions and many different religious umbrellas. And that is what makes up my spirituality. So remember, this is a healing energy. Start right now with reaffirming where this toxic love is, if it is within yourself, if it is radiating from someone else's energy, by checking in with yourself. I feel. And start with yourself. Do it in the mirror. Be able to look at yourself when you're saying it, because you want to really own that truth. It's empowering for you to know that truth so that you can spit it back up and leave it out. Honey, this is the height of spiritual love that we have. And you've seen the spiritual guidance on Libra, the Libra full moon. And I do believe Spirit showed me to put the title as twin flame. It's unconditional love. And it is life mission because Venus is love and money, but it's the height of it. And Venus is in Pisces right now, which is this is the exalted energy of Venus. Venus loves Pisces. And Venus naturally loves Libra energy. That's why Libra governs marriage, partnership. Libra energy is constantly trying to find the balance. So the energy here, I feel, the shadowy energy that you are watching out for is knowing where to have those boundaries and knowing what boundaries need to come down. What boundaries have you created? I see the little pig, the 3 pigs, and I see the one that's doing the brick and mortar, building with bricks, creating that strong wall of self-defense, protecting your heart that need to come down because the big bad wolf is truly a part of you. It is your human, it's your ego, it's the past from someone else that hurt you, and that fort or that fortress that you've built it's impenetrable. It has to come down, and so that truth is going to come right now. And where can you rebuild healthy boundaries? How can you love on yourself and reflect that in connection with another? How can you balance the energy of not putting so much expectation on your twin flame and owning some of that truth for yourself? Where can you reinvest and reinvent areas of yourself so that you are in a healthy balance and guarding against this? There's a healthy boundary there. But check in with yourself. Let the chains come off and know where unconditional love needs to be strengthened. Where does it need to be created? Know that you do deserve unconditional love. Twin flame manifestation is an energy that is like, oh my gosh, this is too good to be true, and it's scary. So that other person is going to be running. You may be running. You both may be running. But you got to make that decision to hold true to your vision. And ask for Lady Isis to help you. Strengthen your divine feminine. No matter what, if you're a male or female, or you're coupled or single, ask for Goddess Isis to help you reunite with your twin flame, or to strengthen the bond that you two have now. Well, dear loves, what a powerful weekly reading. Whoa, how long did this take? 40 minutes. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. So what I'm going to do is something that I feel like I should share with you now. Darian and I are going up a level in our twin flame reunion. And it is very obvious to both of us. And it can be very frustrating. And so there are some frustrations there that we're working through. And as the divine feminine, I am submitting on a whole new way. But I've learned that me jogging and exercising helps me work through those frustrations. And so I'm keeping our vision tight and high, very high vibrational energy between us and our family, and our businesses also. And so you always want to know that that opposing energy is out there. You want to build that wall to it. You want to stop it. But also that opposing energy comes from your ego, not just from the other person. So if there's insecurities, jealousies there, even envy, insecurities, check in with yourself first. Okay, and so any frustration that I feel, I'm rerouting that. I'm double checking it. Mercury is retrograde. Remember our spiritual guidance to revisit things. At least wait until May 3rd and revisit it. Okay, no ultimatums right now because they're not going to go in the way that you truly want them to go in. And when you're working with your twin flame, the ultimatum really is your truth. And so you really stop right there before the ultimatum by just speaking your truth. And that truth is what surfaced when you checked in with yourself. I feel. Okay? And in that moment, you're being vulnerable. So I may go for a jog. I may work out. I may get in the car and scream my head off. Okay? I may, whatever I'm going to do to work out the frustration, that energy is there. I may not even say anything about it. It may not need a discussion. But at that moment, okay, before you find yourself grounded, you feel like, oh my gosh, I have to say this thing that surfaced. Not necessarily. Go for a walk, go for a jog, work out, take a shower, expend that energy somewhere else. Do your homework, go to work, cook, dance, put on the music, play with your kids, watch a show, read a book, whatever it is, write your book, okay? And then revisit that before you say, oh my gosh, I have to say this thing. You may not have to. If that thing may just be something that is for you to let sit with you, okay? Be empowered in that, in your truth. Give yourself permission to enjoy the exalted station of unconditional romantic love. You deserve it. Well, dear hearts, and communicate. Okay, that's one big thing that even Coach Darian has to get on me about. And I encourage my clients to do it all the time. Okay, and so in your twin flame bond, communication is always going to be key in any relationship. But in your twin flame bond, honey, that is your other half looking at you, and they're looking at their other half within you. And it sometimes gets really freaky. It gets kind of intense there. To know that you have this well-deserved, the highest of unconditional love, romantic love. You're at the top when you're twin flame. You've reached the pinnacle of spiritual love with another. And it can be overwhelming sometimes. So take a step back and communicate with those I feel. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. And your twin flame is going to be feeling your energy nonstop. Darian says things to me that I transmute. In our workshops, you've heard that before. It is true. We do it. We teach you how to do it. And you absolutely can change the other person's energy by changing your own. But you cannot do that unless you're accepting what you can do to change your own patterns, your mindsets, and your own energy. Always go back within and be accountable and be empowered in that energy. Okay, so pull away from this because you're healing this through checking in with yourself and seeing, how do you feel? Knowing there's a tremendous ending to a new beginning happening with the number 9. This is a well-deserved blessing. You worked hard for it. Continue to work hard for it. For the level of manifestation in your twin flame bond that you're at. Don't you forget to become completely wrapped. In our workshops, you've heard us say this, RAPTED, completely wrapped in your true love twin flame manifestation. Goddess Isis is right there with you, reminding you that this is unconditional love that is being gifted to you. Well, take care, my dear loves. Honey, I love you so much. Oh my gosh. I love you so much. Take great care. Please like, comment, and subscribe and register for our workshops down below. It's a 12-week series for our twin flame manifestation, because does it happen overnight like that? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm always going to be real with you, and so is Darian. You know, it takes an effort, and we want you to have it for the lifetime. And you can have this connection and not do it in divine timing and try to force your will over divine source's will, and it'll blow up every single time. And so we want to show you how we did it and how we do it. And it does take that energy of being frustrated with yourself and with your twin. Okay, your twin flame. But it also is the height of spiritual love. And honey, it can't be compared to any other. It is beautiful. And so I pray that for every single person, because you are a soul first. And that true love, that twin flame, is seeking you out as you are seeking them. And your twin wants to be with you as strongly as you want to be with them. But there are some circumstances that happen that need to be healed. And so patience is necessary, but also knowing when to break away from what. And where is that toxic love? Is it within you, or is it really radiating from your other half? Is it being brought onto you two from outside sources? So remember the block that you're putting up, the healthy block. Remember the unhealthy boundary that you're tearing down. So there's a balance there, and the Libra full moon energy is finding that balance. I pray that this helps every single one of you. Please share, spread the love. We want to reach over 100,000 spiritual superstars by the end of 2017, and we know that with you we can make that happen. Well, take great care, dear loves. Again, register down below, and I will see you very, very soon.